a.m. weekend show, and my name is Divine Onoha. And I'm here with two gentlemen. We'll be talking about the Enugu Tech Fest, which is happening pretty soon. And we'll be looking at rebranding the Southeast through tech and finding out how we're going to rebrand the Southeast through tech. Enugu has long been known for history and culture and traditions, like I said. And this would be an attempt to digitalizing it some more and finding out things that we can do with tech and how much we can rebrand the Southeast in general and Enugu, of course, into a more tech savvy place. And I don't know, well, I have my guests who are going to be explaining to us how exactly this is going to work. Joining us on this conversation is Eliezer Ajah, Managing Director of Genesys Foundation. And with him is another gentleman who is called Emmanuel Chinedu, the co-founder, Blockchain Hub Africa. Welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so as you can see, as you could see, I was trying to introduce it like you would.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I already know I already have an idea, but we're going to have more. We're going to deep dive into this conversation properly. So I'll start by asking you to tell us what Enugu Tech Fest is all about.
Thank you so much. Enugu Tech Festival is our opportunity to exhibit to the world the current reality we have at Enugu, that we moved from just a glorified civil servant retirement home to an actual place that thrives on technology. So that's why the theme from coal to code is very apt. So at the Tech Fest, we are hoping to show the world exactly what we've been doing here, the wealth of talents we have here, the wealth of innovations we have here, and give businesses and talents out also in Enugu the opportunity to sell to a broader audience. We're going to have top crop of investors like Tommy Davies, Napa Alta, Ikeza from Better Ventures, and they're going to be here to talk to startups in Enugu, see people that are building interesting stuff to support them. We are going to see startup founders in Enugu that have thrived over the years, like Ugochukwu Around of Zen, Kingsley Eze, and the rest of them. Also come and share their experience so that you can see that actual businesses have been built in Enugu, tech businesses, they thrived and they've dominated the world all from Enugu. So the idea for the Enugu Tech Festival is a celebration of all these things. And that's why we're calling it a festival. It's going to cut across industries, AI, blockchain, fintech, emerging technologies. In fact, we have an entire day dedicated to emerging technologies. So it's going to be amazing, and it's something that's going to cater to everybody, yourself included.
Okay, interesting. Now I'm taking interest. Okay, now I think I get it now, since you've highlighted, and I think the highlight there is celebrate. We're going to be celebrating. Because I was thinking, initially when I saw it, code to code, what do we want to do? Are we turning our code? You know, you get me? I had a lot of imaginations going on. Tech Fest, okay, what are we going to be pushing towards the tech industry? I mean, what exactly are we going to do? Are we going to convert something into something? And now that you said it, you're saying we are celebrating, and then we're showing the world that we already have. So that is one side of the whole thing. Now I'd like to know, away from celebrating and showing the world that this is what Enugu has, what problem is the Tech Fest going to solve? I think I'll direct that question to you.
Thank you very much. It's good that you've asked this question because I was going to highlight that. Beyond just the celebrations, right? What we're trying to achieve with Enugu Tech Fest is to keep the pool of talents that we have here in Enugu, right? What has happened over the years is that because of the number of universities we have here in Enugu, we have a lot of talents pool here. And then they come here, upskill themselves, get into tech, and then after school, they move down to Lagos, right? So what we're trying to do is to bring those things that are going to Lagos to look for here in Enugu, bring investors and bring tech startup and business owners within the tech space in a common environment where they can synergize. Investors can invest in tech and diversify their portfolio. Within the East here, we just know how to build hotels and filling stations and all of that. But the real money right now is in tech, right? And if we have the talent who that build these things to export and then go to Lagos and do businesses, we want to bring these talents, keep them here in Enugu, and then bring the investors that have the money together in a common room so that they can synergize and keep things happening within Enugu. That's what we're trying to achieve with Enugu Tech First.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Back to you, Eliezer. Now you mentioned something. You said that it's for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm paraphrasing now. You said including me.
Especially
so he now said, especially, wow, praise the Lord. God has located me. Now, he said something about tech being where the money is. Anytime I hear that, I'm just so threatened. What am I doing wrong? All I know is to bake cakes. So that has been something that has intimidated a lot of people.
Yeah.
Tech. And then there are people who have attempted this thing. They've tried.
Yeah.
I know some tech bros. And after a while, after dropping the on-site jobs that they have, carrying laptops everywhere, they still bounce back and, come back as find me something. So what's really going on? So you're going to explain to me what this pressure is about and whether it's necessary, whether everybody should get into tech. And then you explain how we should get into tech. How the woman selling pepper on the street should get into tech.
Exactly.
What she needs to know to become tech savvy or to help her business one way or the other. Because it looks like there are just a specific set of people who have this update and are refusing to release it. So please, let's have that first.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think that's why it's important that the Tech Festival is happening, because we're going to share updates. That's literally what's going to happen, to share updates. And I think I want us to also see tech as it cuts across. You have an iPad now, so using to interview us, right? Ask us questions from this. While streaming this live, everybody's looking at this and watching us as this conversation happens. And that's tech. So the thing is that we've not seen tech in an ubiquitous form yet, but we're seeing tech as a separate thing. I want to go and learn coding. But you bake.
Talk about this thing with pepper seller.
Yes, so let's start with you as a baker.
Okay, yeah, baker. I understand a bit of it. Since we're involving social media.
Exactly.
And,
that's tech enablement. So as a pepper seller now, a pepper seller knows that with tech, if there's an app that's able to track different places that have different solidity of soils, she's able to see that these are the places that I can farm pepper in and get pepper. Number one. Number two, as a pepper seller, I'll give you an example for a direct equivalent. I barely cook, but when I cook, I have to go to the market. I think that's the major issue. The other time I went to artisan markets and I saw a customer that sells pepper. And she said, just jam the list. I would help you and go. And she did also higher, that's what they call it. And she went around and got me everything. It even got me fan yogurt. I was just sitting down, I was chilling.
That's sweet.
It was amazing. Even though I saw the bill, I was paying this country. But now, so it means that people do not necessarily have to go to the pepper sellers. The same way you as a baker can use digital marketing. The same way pepper seller can just post on a status on WhatsApp. And that in its entirety is where digital enablement starts from. Where your business is now tech enabled, so that I don't have to go to Afia 9. Shout out Afia TV. I don't have to go to Afia 9, right? To go and get pepper when I can text Mama Nkechi on WhatsApp. Because, excuse my email, so TM 1000, and they send it to me. That's tech. But the thing is that we still keep seeing tech as a standalone, and that's why it's now stressful. I want to learn code. Not everybody has to learn code.
Exactly.
I used to write code before Dubai. Like, I studied computer science in college, and I wrote code. And I was like, this is probably not for me. And I pivoted into learning and development. Now I'm a teacher in tech. Emmanuel runs the largest blockchain development academy in Africa, which is teaching, even though he's still a technical guy and wants to do all the network stuff. My point is that the moment you see tech as something that is with us already, something that's ubiquitous, and you now see that your entry barriers are a lot lower. Because you're now doing it as a passion thing, as opposed to, I want to get money. Because when you say there's, blood money in tech, it's your blood. That's what people don't realize. But if you now decide that there's a lower hanging fruit, you can do that. And the second part is how to do this. The interesting thing about what we currently are, which is the new normal, is that tech has been democratized. YouTube is the largest free technology institute in the world. Anything you want to learn, you can go to Google and type front-end development for dummies. How to build a website that shows a baking cake process for dummies. Do you understand? And it will show a step-by-step process. You just gotta learn. But the thing is that we've forgotten foundationals. People just want to go straight to the top, and now it now happens like that. But two things, tech is everywhere. So the thing is to say is, how can that tech affect me and where I am, and how can I scale? And the second part is in that scaling, because at the end of the day, everything is learnable. You have the internet as your sources to do it, and so that if it doesn't work, you now do another one. So that's the idea for me, to understand that tech is everywhere, and you can learn tech to go for free.
Okay, now before we talk about the Tech Fest one more time, I think I'll direct this question to you, Emmanuel. And So we've established that every business, everything can actually have something to do with tech. The person just needs to know.
Yeah.
So now, I don't know why I'm so interested in this pepper seller thing. Well, pardon me though. So away from social media, apart from social media, because just like you said, he's with us. You know, he has explained it very simply now. And anybody watching this thing will say, hey, it's what we are doing now. Because actually a lot of people are doing it. Everybody's on Facebook now. Everybody's on Instagram. Everybody has a business, CEO, something. So everybody now we have. But at the end of the day, there are still people that are cashing out and people that are not. No matter how much they post. So is social media the only other way that everybody can get into tech or can get their stuff or the work they're doing into tech? Or are there other platforms or other things entirely that people can think of that are tech related that can benefit every business?
That can benefit every business.
I know that's
I had an easy answer to that question up until it comes to different dynamics altogether. But to answer your question, I think what will help people is to know that there are two paths to tech. There's the technical side of it, and then there is the non-technical side of it. So if you know where you fall in within these two divide, it will help you a lot. Away from social media, right? I'll give an example. Went for a Omniverse conference in Lagos. In the hotel where I was, at the time when we came back, it was a bit late. And on my way back on the ride, I used the mobile app. I don't want to mention, so it's not free advance for that because I understand how these things work.
Okay.
To order food, right? To order food. Yeah. This is not on social media, but it's still leveraging tech. All right. Let's bring it down to the paper salad. That's the knowledge we've been using quite for a number of time now. The social media person doesn't have to be, the paper salad doesn't have to be a social media master. Okay. It's about knowing how to position your business, leveraging tech that is online. Okay. So you don't have to have 50 million followers and all of that. You can do push adverts. Okay. With having like 50 followers or 20 followers, you can do push advert for a pepper salad, the name, your shop, your location, and everything, the types of pepper that you have, the red one and the yellow one, and all of that. So it's not just about social media followership and how best you know how to use social media. It's about knowing how to tap into tech, in code, the non-technical side, to push your business. You can do push advert, something as simple as even your WhatsApp status, right? People don't understand the power of these things. What tech have done is to break down the entry barrier for businesses. It helps to tap into markets and regions where ordinarily you wouldn't have been able to, have visibility in. So beyond that social media, something as simple as your WhatsApp status can help you make a lot of sales, even as a person.
Which is also social media, but anyways. So we're still going to say something. Sorry, we've run out of time. So now the question is this. At the end of the day, this is going to lead to so much more. Much more. I think I'll just leave this particular question. We're still going to talk about this. So, but let's just hear, when is the Tech Fest happening?
Yeah, the Tech Fest is happening from the 6th of May to the 9th of May.
6th of May to 9th of May.
Yeah, the first day is going to be a rally, so not the tech conference per se, but a show of force to show that, we exist, the tech community and tech ecosystem is thriving, and they exist in Enugu. So we're going to do a rally around Enugu. Then business starts on the 7th, with plenary sessions, panel sessions, there are host of speakers like Kingsley Ezel, Leo Stan, Professor Batsina, Napa Onsta, and a host of other powerful people that are going to come and share these things. Okay. And every evening we have mixers as well, because we're trying to target people in the way that it works properly, so that at the end of all the talk and everything, we're going to have mixers, intimate mixers with our investors, our VIPs that we're bringing here to also talk to interesting founders like yourself.
Okay.
And that's going to happen. And on the final day, that's the 9th, we're going to do the Emerging Tech and Blockchain Conference Day, where our very, very booming Web3 community, GM guys, are going to show, they're going to connect, they're going to build stuff, they're going to launch some D-apps there as well. And it's going to be an amazing once in a year type of opportunity for on there.
Okay, what's the venue?
The venue is the International Conference Center, newly built. We're going to launch it. It's going to be the official launches of the ICC. So please, I ask you to be there.
Everybody can.
The governor is going to be there. A couple of ministers are going to be there. The commissioners are going to be there. And Divine is going to be there as well. So
I like how sure you are.
Come on.
Is there a fee?
Oh, it's free. It's free. That's why I say the democratization is not just free, but you're going to get stuff. I need us to distinguish this thing. You're not going to pay money. You're going to get money. You're going to get scholarships. You're going to get laptops. You're going to get investments. You're going to get tablets. We have Xenox on board. We have Union Bank on board. These people they want to give out stuff. The only thing that they need is people that are going to collect it. So even if you're coming to just get a free laptop, come. Even if you're coming to just get a MacBook, a tablet, come. If you're going to get a number of one of our top speakers, come. If you're going to come and see me, I am a big deal. Come as well. Okay? The thing is this, come one, come all. We're already worried about the logistics there because, but come, benefit, and at the end of the day, you see that this was an amazing thing for you to do.
Okay, I think I'm anticipating at this point, and I hope that just as we've discussed and we've established that everybody can do tech, everybody can find a way to infuse tech in what they do. I mean, it's not like I totally do. I've just been very, very, I try to think about how these things work, and I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about it. But I think one of the problems actually is the fact that those particular areas you're mentioning now, it has more to do with specialty. I don't know how to put it. The pepper seller will need a different approach to things.
Yes.
The cake baker will need a different approach.
Exactly.
This guy will need a different approach. So that's what I think is the issue. And I hope that you are going to trash that issue.
Exactly.
I hope we're going to get solutions to that. Because at the end of the day, if I know that, okay, posting on social media is the way, and I keep posting and I'm not seeing results, I may not know that there's something else for my own business. Yeah. So I like that this is happening. I mean, shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been an amazing conversation. And to you out there, I encourage you to come for this fest. Is this the fest?
This is the first fest.
It's the first of its kind.
Yeah.
The first fest. The first tech fest.
But you have to register at
EnuguTechFest.com and then register.
EnuguTechFest.com. So
register, partnership, sponsorship, EnuguTechFest.com.
So just go to EnuguTechFest.com and register and see you there, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Up next on the AM Weekend Show is our final conversation. And we're going to be diving into the world of gaming in the Southeast. We'll be discussing board games and what it really is right now in the Southeast. After the short break, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.